For some reason, my microphone was muted. Anyhow, fixed now. Please read this comment over here. For some reason, Man City is doing nothing. So, I've got nothing to talk about. So please, like and subscribe. If I can get this stream... Hey, it's a good one. It is a good one, yeah? If I can get this stream to 1 hour with a little fucking crumbs of news we have to talk about, you need to like and subscribe. That will be an insurmountable task, getting this stream up to a fucking hour. Anyhow, let's try. And to milk the stream out as long as possible, I did say I'm going to start all my streams with this quote now. So let's read quotes from Pep Guardiola. From Pep Guardiola, by the way. Just a reminder. Hello, big up to Wem as well. Ivanovic leaves Union. Let's go. Can no longer terrorize me. I swear it down. He's a proper top quality striker. In 2 or 3 years from now, you're gonna be hearing about Ivanovic again. Yeah, minor injury, nothing big. Stankovic is in the squad. Oh, finally he exists. Been birthed. Hello, Rosa, big up, how are you? Tiki has officially left Man City. I mean, that's that news. We can't really talk a lot about that because, like, we knew he was gonna leave for a while already, didn't we? So, it's left. Sure, we knew he was leaving, like, in January. We knew before that he was gonna leave. So, it's only in January where we got the replacement for him in Viana, so... In fact, no. Did we not sign Viana up? Like that? But anyhow, we've known for a while now that he's leaving, so that's news. That's news. I'm not gonna milk that. I mean, respect. He is one of the reasons why we became a big club. People don't put enough respect on his name, but it was about time he left as well. I can't lie. Anyhow, let's get started here. This time for real. With a Pep Guardiola quote. If you cannot improve, move forward, and accept your reality, me as manager, important one, me as manager, and the players, if the players believe what they have done in the past is enough, with me, they are completely wrong. This is the most important part here, me as the manager. He includes that part. As the manager. So to everyone saying, yeah, oh, you're toxic this, you're toxic that. If Pep Guardiola was a Man City fan, you would be calling him toxic. Saying this. Now, luckily, Pep Guardiola is not a Man City fan, so he can say what he wants. He's a manager. He's just an employee who you guys keep sucking the cock off. But here's some facts. Here are some factitos, guys. Pep Guardiola says if what you have done in the past is not enough. So when I say, hey, Pep, you're moving like a fucking fraud right now. You've been shit for past 2 seasons. And you look like you're gonna be shit next season. When I say that, and I say, you need to get sacked if you don't improve, remember, Pep agrees with me. Pep Guardiola agrees with me. If Pep does not improve, he needs to be sacked. Pep Guardiola agrees with me. Accept your reality, me as manager, what you've done in the past. Manager agrees with me. Just saying because there's gonna be people out there, oh, you're so toxic, you're so negative. Go fuck yourself. Like, honest to God, yeah, I'm so tired of the state of Discord. Like, it's no longer about I disagree or I agree. It's about you are toxic, so fuck off. Okay, fuck off yourself then. Line up for Anderlecht is... I don't care about that, to be honest. Prediction lineup. I'm not gonna predict an entire lineup here. This is a Man City. Man City and Nico O'Reilly. Very good. We finally got to have agreed on a new deal. He's also getting a new shirt number. So we knew he was going to sign a new deal for a while now, I think. I think we knew that he was going to sign for that new deal, like, pretty much when he started playing around that end of the point. So this is not really news, but what is news is his new kit number. Now, some people get really excited about our new kit number. I don't really see why it's that big of a deal. I've never cared that much about kit numbers, but some people do care about kit numbers. And you know what it tells me if you give your player a new kit number? And I don't care about this, but the players do care about this. It tells me you're giving them the kit number they want, you're committing to them to stay for a while. Like, I don't know what kit Nico Lewis would get. Maybe he would get 8 when Kovacic leaves. Sorry, not Nico Lewis, Nico O'Reilly. So if Nico O'Reilly wants the number 8, and they're saying, Nico, you are getting the number 8, Kovacic is leaving, you're getting the 8, then that tells Nico O'Reilly you are committed to. You are giving him the number he wants. You are opening up for the routes to midfield, I guess, for him. That's what it tells him, I suppose. That new kit number. But more important than the kit number, in my opinion, is the fact that we're probably going to raise his salary, which means, and I know, accountants FC, I know, nobody cares about money until you can't pay your players anymore. Then everyone cares, and it's management. Look at Barcelona. The money is important because we're going to increase this guy's salary. Grealish is still on our books. Stones, Silva, Gundogan, who is on 300k if I'm not mistaken. So, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. He absolutely does deserve it. He deserves to get a bigger salary, to get a better contract, to get more trust from the club. But we're doing all of that, and at the same time we are paying the wages of Ederson, who we could already have sold. In fact, if we had sold Ederson for 3 million, we would not have to pay his wages, and that 3 million would cover the wages of Nico O'Reilly next season. So then it's not a problem, is it? But we can't sell this guy for 3 million. Instead, we should keep him while he underperforms, sits on the bench, eats up wages, and then let him go on a free. Makes a lot of sense. So, Nico O'Reilly. My question is, where does he play next season? Because we kind of need a backup left back. Don't come off with Aki, by the way. Aki is a Hospital FC player. He doesn't play for Man City. He plays for the local clinic. So, I want this guy to go into midfield, to be honest. Play as a backup 8. So you have Tijani Reinders starting and then Nico O'Reilly off the bench, right? Or Nico O'Reilly in the cup games and stuff. That's what I want. But I think he's going to be the left back. Backup left back. Because there's no Aki. I mean, there is an Aki, but never fit. And you already have Nico Gonzalez there, who can play in the 8. You've got Gundogan there, who will play games. You've got Kovacic there, who will he leave? Probably, so okay, let's say Kovacic. Nico Lewis, where is he gonna play? Maybe as backup right back, I don't know. But even then, you still have Foden, who can play as an 8. And you've got Sherky, who can play as a 10. There's so many players right now who can go into that midfield. So I don't think O'Reilly will play there. Which I don't think is necessarily a problem either. I know I may be contradicting myself there because I want him to play in midfield. But Foden, I also wanted to play in midfield. But played for a long time on the wings. That's just fine. There's nothing wrong with sending a player who's supposed to be in midfield out to the wide areas, let them play there for a few years, right? Let them come into the Premier League, let them learn, I guess, their trade, then let them go into midfield. There's no problem with that. So I don't mind that, but the reason why I'm curious about it is because next season, how are we gonna line up? Are we going to be playing Gundogan next season? Let's imagine Rodri is injured because he has an ACL. He's gonna pick up injuries next season. They'll all be minor injuries, but they will be injuries. So he will miss games. So let's say Rodri misses a game. Who does Pep default to? Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, and then maybe Tijani Reinders in there to make up the numbers, right? I would rather have O'Reilly in there than Gundogan. But if O'Reilly is the backup left back, Pep Guardiola has such a rigid way of thinking something. If Pep Guardiola thinks of you as the backup left back, you are the backup left back. Okay, on paper that's fine. But now someone is injured, and you need someone to play the 8. Pep Guardiola will not play O'Reilly there. If O'Reilly is the designated backup left back, we'll just say Gundogan. Okay, you go in. Whereas I would just say, okay, O'Reilly, you're supposed to be the backup left back, but we need an 8 for this game because, I don't know, Rodri has a red card and Nico Gonzalez is injured for... I would just put O'Reilly there. That's not how Pep thinks, unfortunately. That's my problem with where he'll play next season. There's no question about his quality for him. In fact, actually, let me come back to that, actually. There is a question about his quality. Can he consistently do it? Because at the end of the season, okay, everything clicked into gear and he played decent. What about next season? Can he do this consistently? But I think he can. But there's still question marks about him. That you don't need to rush anything with him. But he's a physical player, he's a strong player, he's a technically gifted player, he's a goal scorer. He does everything well for me. So he's got the basics down. Now it's just about improving all your basic abilities and picking up your specialities, right? Because every Man City player has something that makes them special. So for me, I'm not worried about the quality. For me, it's just about development. But for that, he'll need to play. So I trust him to play. Question is, will Pep? And again, where? I mean, I can repeat this 10 times. Where will he play? But I guess the answer is we don't know. I guess the answer is we don't know. Barcelona 7... What is Barcelona? Barcelona. Who the fuck is FCC? A Korean team. Oh, I know fuck all about Korean football, to be honest. I know fuck all about Korean football. Let's learn about the Korean League, shall we? Oh, I've only got 15 minutes so far, so I desperately need... Korean League. All champions. Let's see. Who's the biggest club in Korea? It's, it's these guys. They're currently topping the league. It's been a little while since they won it. It's been 3 years. Biggest team in Korea. It's been 3 years since they won a title. They're currently top of the league, though, if I saw that correctly. Korean. There you go. Yeah, they're top of the... wow, look at how far ahead they are. Christ. Look at this point gap. The fuck is this point gap? And how many games are there? How's it 24 games played? There's only 11 other teams. That will be 22 games. How does this league work? Championship. I mean, are they playing championship round games already? So I guess that would be. In fact, let me see. Let me see. They're in a GFA Cup semi-final, by the way, as well. Okay, they play every team 3 times, I see. So 33 games. 33 games, and then you enter the championship round. Hey, more interesting than Man City right now. Let's support John Book Hyundai Motors next season. Let's support them. Let's get these guys back to winning titles. Do they have any players we can scout? Hey, let's see what players they've got in. Right, what is it? We need a right back right now. Right back. Oh, this guy's a fucking uncle. Off the pitch, uncle. Christ, 36. Aid. Chung Young Wang. There you go. 16 games, 2 goals. Shall we check out his statistics? We are scouting right backs for Man City. Stats. Here we go. Footmob has the statistics on him. He's picked up 0 red cards. in 16 games played. I mean, this is wrong. We know he played 0 games, but apparently 2 goals. We know he played 16 games. How do you know that? Okay, there's no full statistics on this guy, unfortunately. Oh, this is K League 3. Oh, that's why he plays with the B team. Okay, sorry, we need to scout this other right back. What was this other right back called? Jae Jun B. Let's see this guy. Do you play in first team? Let's see it. Statistics. Current season. He plays in the B team as well. No right back ballers. I mean, there's a few of them, but they're uncles. Sad day. So, what about a midfielder? There you go. Min Jae Kim. How about Min Jae Kim? Is he a baller? I feel like I've heard that name. Maybe he played it. This guy played in the World Cup. I feel like I remember that name. Oh, it's the name of another player as well. Yeah. Yeah, that's why. John Book. There you go. Let's see his statistics here. We're looking for the DM. The statistics. Good mob. Let's see. Not this guy. Come on, give me the statistics of NJ Kim. From here we go. What is this is fraudulent. This is proper fraudulent. They're not giving me any statistics here. I'm trying to scout players for Man City. That's an ugly ass trophy, by the way. And they're not giving me any statistics. Anyhow. On to the main course. Actually, I put Rico Lewis in the thumbnail. I probably should have put ECHEVERRI in the thumbnail again. But I put him in the thumbnail last time. Anyhow. The main course. ECHEVERRI wants Roma. So you can read this yourself, I hope. I don't need to read that for you guys. There you go. Read it yourself. Yeah, this is what happens. Like, why would you want to go to Roma instead of Girona? Think about it. Why? Now, here are my reasons. If I was a football player and I wanted a career at Man City, I would want to go on loan to Girona. If I was a football player and I wanted a career, I wanted to move out of Man City because I was afraid of my career at Man City, I would want to go to another club with more eyes on them than Girona. Girona, fighting relegations, got a lot of eyes on them. Roma, I mean, it's not a big club, but decent mid-table club, more eyes on Roma. Of course you want to go to Roma, because you want to leave. This is what I talk about with loans, yeah? They're a double-edged blade. When Saliba came back from loan at Arsenal, he did multiple loans, but when he came back from his last loan, he went straight into the starting 11. When you loan a player out to a club like Roma, and they come into your team again, and now other big clubs are looking to buy this player, such as a Barcelona, for example. Barcelona could choose a 10. They don't have a 10. Daniel Olmo is a striker. Then you need... then they'll go in for ECHEVERRI. ECHEVERRI will want to leave. He's trying to advertise himself. That's what he's trying to do. He wants to go to Roma. More eyes on him. Advertise yourself. Do your best in Italy. And now, hope for the big offer to come in. If you don't get starting for the... That's what these players do. That is why we are fucking up this rebuild, yeah? We keep all the old players. Oh, but the old players, next year their contracts will be gone. Who gives a fuck? First of all, it's a waste of money. Second of all, these players, they don't want to do what Man City wants. They don't want to do all this, oh, go on loan and do your career back. No, fuck this shit. I'm going on loan to Roma so I can advertise myself. A big club will come in for me. I will go to that big club and fuck this club that doesn't play me. Fuck this club that plays Gundogan ahead of me. When I play better. So, I swear to them, people need to think about this shit, yeah? These players want to play football. Shock it, I know. When you are good, when you know you are better than Gundogan, you know you are better than Silva, you don't want to hold bench to them. You don't want to go back to Man City at the end of your loan deal at fucking Girona holding bench to Sherky. You want to play now. You want to be playing now as a backup to Sherky. You want to be cementing yourself into the Man City team. You want to be competing. You want to be fighting for the spot now. Not next season, now. If you can't do that, might as well go join a different club. It's gonna pay money for you. And once you pay money for the player, it's more difficult to justify to the board not playing those players. And these players know that because they've got agents explaining all this stuff to them. But no, it's okay. Transition season, guys. Transition season. It all transgendered over here. Fucking rainbows over here. Transition season. Cool? If sorry, not Sherky. If ECHEVERRI leaves this club, yeah, because we fucking mismanaged another young player, and he balls out somewhere else, what can I even say about that, bro? What can I even say about that? My baller, Anis Haji Musa, is staying until 2030. There you go. 1-2 Anderlecht. I mean, at least Nico O'Reilly is saying, guys, be positive, Nico O'Reilly stays. We are not serious anymore. We haven't been for a while. So, this is the problem with managers like Pep Guardiola. This is the problem. It's the Arsene Wenger problem. People think Arsene Wenger is a unique thing. But nah, history rhymes. You know the saying, history repeats itself? It doesn't. But it does rhyme. History has a funny way of working out, yeah? Pep Guardiola is not going to repeat history. He cannot, simply cannot, be as successful as he used to be. That's levels that he cannot reach anymore. Just can't. Because those levels were so insanely high. Now, getting older. Okay, history rhymes, we say. What have we seen? Have we seen a small drop-off but we're still winning stuff? No. We have seen hitting the wall, dropping off. That's what we've seen. So what we are seeing is closer to Arsene Wenger than to Alex Ferguson. Because Arsene Wenger stayed as the head coach. Arsene Wenger tried to command the ship, right? Whereas Alex Ferguson realized, nah, let me get a head coach in. I'm not going to be in the training grounds anymore. I'm going to be in the office. I'm going to bring in a head coach. That's what Ferguson did. Arsene Wenger was at the training ground. He was trying to manage everything. Just like Pep. So when you look at what's most likely to repeat itself, yeah, to rhyme, should I say, it's Arsene Wenger. Because it's a completely different path that Pep is taking from Ferguson. This is the problem with these managers. They get way too much control. Wenger had way too much control at Arsenal. Pep has way too much control at Man City. There's no pressure on a manager if you can't sack him. Like people say, you just need to put pressure on him. The only way to put pressure on a manager is through sacking. That is the only way. If there's no thought that he could be sacked, there's no pressure on him. So then, what will he do? His neighbor, literally Gundogan is his neighbor will get to play games, and ECHEVERRI has to go out on loan. If that's bad for the long-term future of the club, oh well, too bad, because Pep is in control. Pep is a friend of Gundogan. He's not a friend of ECHEVERRI. He barely knows ECHEVERRI. The age difference is way bigger with ECHEVERRI. He's not friends with Claudio ECHEVERRI. It's that simple. It really is that simple sometimes, yeah? You don't want to see it. But as that's what we're doing. We're sending off all the new players we brought in. Some of them going out on loan to Roma so that they can advertise themselves. Say to all the big clubs, I'm the guy, please come buy me. Please take me out of Man City. That's what we're doing. We're showing the rest of the world what we've got. And then we're giving them what we've got. While we keep Gundogan. Because, oh, he was really good in the treble season. Yeah, I get it. That's 2 years ago. Move on. Like, jog on in it. It's like, yeah, you know what it's like, yeah? You know how Man United fans are still talking about, like, 2008 and stuff like that? But, like, Man United fans are still talking about it. Cool? Last season is history. It's history. We are this season, yeah? Forget about the fourth beat. Forget about last season, which was so bad. Focus on this season. This season, yeah? This is what we have to worry about. Is Pep gonna make changes this season that are gonna get us to win trophies? Is Pep gonna keep the correct players this season? Is he gonna get out the correct players? No. Sending off the wrong players. He's keeping the wrong players. He's playing the wrong players. It's that simple. It's that simple. Don't get me wrong. Klopp was an incredible manager. But he left at the right time. No. He left too late. If he left during the fourth beat season, or before the fourth beat, I say, you could have gotten that rebuild done already now. Left too late. He should have left. Honestly, Klopp should have probably left back after 21-22. That's probably when he should have left. But this is the problem. It's difficult to know when you should leave. It's very difficult to know that. But you need new blood. I agree with that. You need new blood sometimes. Klopp had to leave for the sake of the club. Arsene Wenger had to leave for the sake of the club. Alex Ferguson at some point had to leave. Pep at some point will have to leave. He will have to. You can't keep holding on to this guy. It's like Real Madrid. Real Madrid used to roll in Di Stefano on a wheelchair, bro, every day. If he would have stayed for longer, we would be regressing. Managers, coaches eventually burn out. I mean, that's a fact. That's a fact. Football management at the highest level takes its toll after many years. Absolutely. It does. And once you can see that that manager is getting tired, go on. Send them off. Give them a change of scenery or that's the only way until ever get better again. So these guys, these football managers, they can't keep doing it after 10 years. Alex Ferguson, after 10 years, was no longer on the training pitch. I mean, I keep repeating this. Go listen to any interviews of players at Man United in the 2000s. And now go listen to interviews of the 1990s. In the 1990s, Alex Ferguson was on the training grounds. He was doing the tactics. In the 2000s, Alex Ferguson realized, because he had 3 seasons where he didn't win shit. I mean, he did win Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. But he had 3 seasons where he didn't win the Prem. Got in new coaches and he stopped being the coach. Alex Ferguson was no longer the coach. He was just the manager. That's what you need to do. That is the only way you get this stuff done. It's the only way. Nobody in the history of football, I mean nobody, at the highest level, I'm not talking about fucking Romania. No, there's some dude in Romania out there who got it done for like 20 years straight. But nobody at the highest level of football has been the coach of a club for 10 years straight and been good for that entire 10-year tenure. Nobody. Nobody. Doesn't exist. Not Alex Ferguson. Not Arsene Wenger. Not Pep. Not Mourinho. Not Cruyff. Nobody in the history of football. Nobody. It's never gonna happen. You will never see a coach at the highest level just stay there for 20, 30 years at the same club. It burns you out. And if you don't believe me, look at Klopp. Klopp burned out. He had to come out with an entire I'm tired ball. Video or whatever. I'm not even sure why they decided to post that halfway through the season. I mean, that was diabolical. Klopp had to come out with the I'm tired. Pep Guardiola. I mean, people keep talking about Pep looks tired. Now Pep looks happy. You know why he looks happy? Because it's summer break. When the season starts, he's gonna look happy. This is how burnout goes, yeah? You're burned out, the season starts, you're smiling, you're happy. 3 months in, smile is gone. 3 months in, smile is gone. Vibes are gone because you are burned out. You can force yourself to work 1 month, maybe 2 months. After 3 months, you're done. Because you're burned out. Pep is burned out of coaching Man City. Or he's just washed. It's one or the other. I mean, pick your poison, I suppose. But if he was still at the top level to manage Man City, we would not be seeing ECHEVERRI go off. We will be seeing Gundogan go off. He will be seeing Bernardo Silva go off. Anyhow, I'll just leave it there because there's not a lot to talk about, really. But Man City news is so dead right now. I'll swear it down. Swear it down, yeah. This club needs to give me some content back. Let me just set up the redirects quickly. I'll redirect this to let's see who is live. Here we go. Connect is going live soon. That's Connect, right? Yes, Connect is going live soon. Let me redirect there. And I'll just round up it. It's nothing to talk about. I've talked about everything to death, bro. I'll swear it down. Talked about everything to death. Let's just leave it there. Thank you guys for coming in today. Called a short stream. Like and subscribe. I'll jog on, I suppose.